like, shut up.
That's the thing. We should make a pair of boxes for guys with curved dicks, and then it would have wrong turn written on it. Because it clearly turns the wrong way. And then just market it like that. These boxes are just for guys with curved dicks. Finally, something for you. We could even have like a drawing on the boxer, like a cartoon drawing of the dick curving in whatever direction it actually.
Or a banana.
Or a banana. Okay, we're ready when you are. Have you been filming this whole time? Oh yeah, we're rolling. Oh sorry. So those were the initial jokes, and I love how Jeff has kept a straight face throughout. Either he can't hear us,
or we're not funny.
Or we're not funny, but we think we are. How are you doing, guys? This is ThinkShack. This is Ramsey.
This is Jean.
And this is OJ, who is also in the audience.
So when OJ says,
OJ. And this is also the drink OJ.
So when OJ says hi, how are you? You say how am I?
How high am I? This beer is 16%.
That speed as well.
It's 16% strong. It's imported from Belgium, and I don't know what's wrong with the Belgians.
Is this guy Jewish? Look at his forehead.
Oh, there's a guy there?
Yep.
Oh my god.
This is OJ? He doesn't look like an OJ. Looks like a weak Arnold Schwarzenegger.
He looks like he skips leg day.
Yeah.
See?
What kind of strength is this?
Yeah, like he's such huge arms. But like his arms are like thicker than his legs. Is that normal for your arms to be thicker than your thighs?
Nah, it's not right. You know what's weird? It's like they have a battery level indicator that says the level of strength.
Yeah, so exactly.
You're trying to tell me there's something that has more than OJ?
I imagine there's probably like 20%. Can you see that, Jeff?
It's probably called liquid death.
Yeah. Anyway, while we're at it, let's introduce Jeff. So, ladies and gentlemen.
Mostly ladies.
Mostly ladies. This is Jeff. Jeff?
Yeah.
These are the ladies and gentlemen.
These are the ladies and gentlemen.
Mostly
and Jeff,
ladies.
as you can see, is a very quiet character. But
in real life,
ironically, he's also a very accomplished actor. And all the characters he plays on stage are usually loud as hell. So I guess it's just preserving some of that energy. So Jeff, tell us a little about the upcoming play that Igiza is doing.
So, well, I happen to be, or rather,
you can let loose. You can crack those nasty jokes you're cracking before. Don't worry, they don't mind.
No.
Why'd you say it in that tone?
Like your mom gonna watch
You
this?
cannot
Why are
do
you
that.
saying that in that tone?
Do what? See, I made him open up.
You've been
Alright,
smacked.
so,
You guys know this is gonna be in a podcast, yeah? Don't be like, say those nasty jokes. That's what just happened, bro.
Well, that's not how I saw it.
For the people who can't see, we're all dressed. Like the people on Spotify, all the streaming platforms. We're
all those
all
poor
dressed.
fucks who can't
We're
afford
all
YouTube. Oh, sorry.
heterosexual.
Yeah.
But go ahead, Jeff.
Yeah.
So I happen to be part of a production house, by the name of Giza Arts Production. And what we majorly do is really tell stories, human stories,
Human stories.
Yeah,
I love that.
Stories
that matter for sure. People stories. And
you tell these stories in the form of plays.
In the form of plays, So you'd find that most times we'd produce original scripts, which would guide our performances,
Right.
And on other end, we'd have, say, adapting a play. Which, I mean, graphically, or rather, in terms of graphics and design.
So which one are you doing this time? Are you doing an adaptation or an original?
We are doing an adaptation, of a play that was originally Ivanov. Yeah, Ivanov.
No.
Whichever way you want to call it.
I mean, Ivanov
Ramsey,
is also
understand.
correct.
Ivanov!
You don't have to be scared. I feel like he's so scared of saying the wrong thing.
Oh, okay. No, it's okay.
No, Ivanov is also correct.
Yeah, Ivanov.
The Russians probably would pronounce it that way.
At Igiza Arts Production, we have creative super storytellers who find performances right from written scripts.
Right. No, just before you get that far, so Ivanov was like a late or mid 19th century script written by Anton Chekhov, a Russian playwright.
For sure.
Just to give people some context.
What was it about?
So it's very funny. So like to understand Ivanov, you sort of have to understand the mind of the writer Anton Chekhov. And the thing is, it's just a story about a guy, Ivan, who is actually played by Jeff, by the way, and he is in debt. His wife is dying, and he doesn't love her.
What is she dying of?
Tuberculosis.
Yeah.
Isn't that curable?
It's only curable if you discover it in an early stage. And also, you have to consider that...
You shouldn't discover it much tube late.
So,
Go ahead.
and then, if you do discover it early, then you can tubercure...
Tuberculosis.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry, that one didn't roll out as well as yours. But anyway, you also have to understand that in that particular time period, tuberculosis was like a menace. They probably hadn't discovered the cure yet. Like, this is the mid-19th century.
Oh yeah, so the wife is sick, she's dying.
And he married her because he expected that her rich parents would give him money, after he marries her, but then they disowned her, so he also doesn't get the money.
So Ivanov is after a Mumama. It's a Mumama story.
No, it's not.
No, you can't say that.
Yeah. Anyway, you could explain further. I just feel like he should talk more because I know he doesn't want to talk, but this guy is really loud on screen, guys. But anyway, explain why Ivanov went for Anne, his wife, or Ivan. Sorry.
So, just a background story as well. At Igiza Arts, we'd have the creatives or the actors sit down and really digest a script. Yeah.
Right.
And like I said,
they cut it up, they chew it, swallow.
Yeah. So
you really digest that shit.
Exactly. So through that, then we get to internalize the story for sure. Exactly. You have to understand what you really have to.
Especially as an actor, right?
As an actor.
What he's talking about is called script analysis.
Exactly.
And could you just explain the process of script analysis a little? Wait,
let's not get lost in the weeds though. There was a story there. There's the story of Ivanov. We have to understand the story first.
Oh, sorry.
Then we'll talk about the script analysis.
Oh, yeah.
Please go ahead. Go ahead.
It's the OJ though.
Anyway, it was going back to the story. The reason I was saying you need to understand the writer to understand the play is because so we have Ivan. He's got all of these things. Just a lot of stress. The people around him are too demanding. Blah blah. And so the plot goes, he's starting out at his house, blah, blah, and then later on he kind of gets entangled with a much younger woman.
For sure. I don't have to...
Yeah, and I don't want to give you spoilers, but at some point someone even shoots themselves and dies. But the point was, like what I was saying, you should understand the writers, because Anton Chekhov, he was sort of like a rebel or like a contrarian in the sense that at the time a lot of plays had like overarching moral themes or political themes. So especially in Russia. So like if you were reading the works of like Dostoevsky, he was always pushing for morality and stuff like that. Like if you read his books, I think Crime and Punishment or something.
Sounds like BDSM.
There were people like Tolstoy, I think, who was pushing for like Russia to return to a more conservative political. Like there was a lot of that. And for Anton, he was like, hey, let me just write about people. Just people going through their daily lives to show that they're morally complex creatures. And sometimes, even with the best of intentions, they can fuck things up. And sometimes they succeed and sometimes they don't. You get it? And throw in some humor.
I like when they throw in moral dilemmas. And that's why I like Squid Game. I don't know if you've watched Squid Game, Jeff.
Yeah, I have.
I think you'll enjoy it as an actor. You'll find it really intriguing. In the positions, the situations it puts you in as a viewer, you're like, what would I do in that situation? Like, wow.
Yeah, exactly. Because if there's something that Ivanov, or let's just call it by the name that we gave it after we adapted it. Because I'm also acting in that play.
Exactly. By the way,
we call it Even If.
Rams is going to be part of this play.
Yes, I will be acting. I'm his friend that loaned him the money that he now owes me. Yeah. Poor bloke. Bye, I love you.
Good night.
Yeah, that's the most simpish thing I've ever done, but only for my sister.
You can't simp for a sister unless she's your stepsister.
Well, I didn't see that angle, but thanks.
Nice.
I mean, does simp always have to be in a romantic sense?
Yes.
I love how much certainty you have saying that. It's like, yes, that's the only way it can be. There is no other way. Anyway, so like,
what? Yeah,
exactly. So like, what I was trying to say, I'm just gonna get distracting. what I was trying to say is one of the things that Ivan the play's called Shadows of the Soul. That's what adapted the name we gave it. Yeah, adapted by Martin Abuya, by the way. That's the director that adapted it. He's a great guy. I've acted with him. I've also been directed by him. You really should come see that play. It's on the 17th, 18th, and 19th, and I'm assuming when they edit it, the dates will be showing somewhere here.
Dancing in the short skirt.
So in Shadows of the Soul, the point is to show how morally complex human beings are. Mm-hmm. Sometimes, like for example, Ivan likes the fact that his wife comes from a rich family, and he kind of likes her, and he's hoping that the family that she inherits from that family after they get married.
Well, someone said she's gonna die, bro.
No, I said someone's gonna shoot themselves. I didn't say who.
You didn't say she was dying of tuberculosis?
Oh yeah, she is dying, but I mean, I don't know. You can die of cancer. You could be dying of cancer and still come back. I just don't want to give too many spoilers until you actually see the play. But like, I'm saying when he was marrying her, like, because they've been married for like 5 years, so even before the tuberculosis. Before the tubers. And he was sort of expecting that. I think he sort of loved her back then, I'm not sure, but he was sort of expecting that her parents would give her like money as a gift, and they didn't. They disowned her. Mm-hmm. And now he's a really cold husband, but at the same time he's really depressed, but at the same time he owes a bunch of people money, but at the same time he wishes people could, like, he has I was joking the other day that if you could rename that play, it would be like The Road to Hell, because the whole essence of the play is that the road to hell is paved with good intentions. Because humans are always well-intended, but they always fuck up here and there. And I think, Jeff, you should explain more about how you analyze the script, because I feel like I'm talking for you here. So how did you analyze the script, and what's the process of script analysis like? And what are some of the interesting things you found out about your character?
So, well, first of all, I got this script and I felt for a while that it would be something different, for
different me to in what sense?
Well, this is it. I'd speak of a scenario where after a performance, I'd meet a member of an audience, and they'd say, for sure, this is something they actually said, that you are very, very good with powerful performances, to a point that now we want to see how powerless would you be on stage.
You do characters where you have power well. And in this, your character is a lot more powerless.
Yeah, exactly. Powerless, but also very, very impactful, I guess.
Very impactful.
Very impactful.
How do you find out about your character? Like, how do you gather information? How do you perform script analysis?
I think as an actor, for sure, research is very important.
And how do you do that research?
I believe I'm a perpetual learner. So the idea would be that I'd seek information based on what I know and what I am yet to know. Yeah.
Well, I was imagining maybe you'd get a lot of the information you already need from the script. Are you dozing off?
No,
bro.
Oh wait, what the fuck? I was listening to what you were saying.
I swear I saw your eyes droop for a second and close.
That's the OJ, bro.
No, on you or on me?
On you.
No, I'm perfectly fine actually.
No.
Are you projecting now? You're turning this on me.
I was alright, bro. I was okay. Go ahead.
Okay. So like I was saying, I was assuming like you would get a lot of the information from the script itself. So
from the script
you
itself.
Have to read
but
the
you
script.
See now, something that I've also learned from our director as well, Martin, and even from previous engagements with other production houses. It's that for adapted scripts, whether it's classical or even as temporary, the writing styles would be different. So the author would give you the story for sure, but then at the end of it all, you're not really, as an actor and someone who's really trying to understand the story and analyze the script, you're not getting who this people are really like.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes they'll even use like references to the time period, like, oh yeah, I didn't have any horses, so I couldn't come here, but we're in Kenya, so if you're adapting, you kind of also, and cultural references, because they're all in Russia, so you kind of like have to change bits and pieces of the story to fit a more Kenyan context.
Exactly, right? Because, I mean,
but you can still get like bits and pieces of people's character by reading like through their dialogue, like through Ivan's dialogue. You can kind of figure out what kind of person Ivan is, right?
Exactly. And I tend to feel like also at the end of the day, as an actor, you get to find yourself in some bits and pieces of this character that you're trying to portray.
That is a very profound thing to say, don't you think? He's saying that as an actor, you will always find bits and pieces of yourself in every character you do.
I think, personally, I don't know how it happens.
No, I totally agree.
I mean, Ramsey, when we do on stage.
I find that there's something every character I do teaches me about myself.
Oh, really?
And sometimes the lesson is just that you can't act for shit, Ramsey. But anyway, like, no, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. That's not what I mean. No, but like, it might teach me something. Like, I've played like a cowardly man. I've played like a general's son who is leading a revolution.
What's a cowardly man like? Play a cowardly man right now.
I think what?
Play a cowardly man right now for a short. Do it for the gram.
Yeah, man.
What would I be afraid of?
OJ, you're afraid of OJ with the small legs. He's come to you, said, I saw you talking to my girlfriend. My name is OJ. I'm 16% human, 30% Neanderthal, and the rest of it is just like, I don't know, Luo, so you can throw stones.
Gosh,
so,
okay, why Luo?
So, yeah, you're a cowardly man against OJ.
Okay.
OJ.
And I'm the one with the balaclava. I think OJ should be scared of me.
But you're wearing a scarf as well, so balaclava goes to 0. Is it? It's like wearing some gangster clothes and then standing like a homosexual. You know, it would like destroy the gangster look.
Right.
Yeah, like
okay,
you wave the gun.
Let me just try and get in the zone, okay?
Get in the cowardly zone, the scaredy cat zone. I was expecting something like,
I'm not scared of you, you know? I know karate and 49 other dangerous words. So I know I could kick your ass. Just get closer, huh? You guys see him? He's scared of me. He's scared of me. Did he get a little closer? I didn't know about you, but I thought I saw him draw a little closer.
Jeff has a question for the cowardly man.
question,
man. Yes.
Okay. Please, out of the character.
Oh, okay.
Snap out of it.
Yeah.
Right.
OJ's gone. OJ's gone. He was just a figment of your imagination.
That would be my interpretation of someone who's afraid to fall.
I like that. I'll give you a 7 out of 10.
Thank you very much. Considering how rusty I am, because I haven't acted in 5 years.
The 3 I reserved for OJ, you can use them as credits to go to the gym and train his legs, because he's lacking.
This guy misses leg day. If you ever buy a can of OJ, just look at the guy that's drawn on there. First of all, Jean was like, he looks Jewish, which is weird as fuck, because how does Jean know what Jews look like?
Well, they look like OJ.
And then he also looks like he misses leg day, because his arms are like twice the size of his legs. Anyway, you had a question.
Yeah, my question was, you having been an actor,
Also, this beer tastes like shit. I think people just...
Nah, I like it personally. After a few sips. After the first sip, it tastes like shit. After the third sip, it tastes like shit that went to school.
Well, Jean also knows what Jewish people look like, so you can't really...
You can't trust me. Maybe I was there doing the...
It tastes like shit, just trust me. You only drink this because you want to get drunk cheaply, because it's like, what, 330
You drink this because your wife left you for a better man.
For an OJ. Anyway, you had a question.
Sorry, so the question is...
Your OJ is kind of fat, sorry. But have you looked at his... He has like a muffin top.
Yeah, he's got like tires.
Like love handles.
Tires. Yeah, love handles.
This nigga ain't strong.
He's just fat.
He's just not been in the gym for too long.
He started out in the gym though. But yes, please ask your question, otherwise we'll get derailed forever.
And look at the KFC.
Yeah. It's alright. Mm-hmm. So the question was, you having been on stage, as an actor, do you find yourself, I don't know, I mean, you know more how you'd speak to people, or rather what people would say about how you approach them, and then you get a character that you'd have to portray as someone who has to speak a language that sometimes paves away from your normal
yes
ways of speaking. Yeah?
If I understand,
I don't know how you've gone through that.
If I understand what you're saying correctly,
I
don't even know if like your micro penis. Sorry, mic stick got that, but why didn't you get another mic stick? It's really bothering me.
Because not everybody likes length.
Compared to
not everybody needs length.
Some people need girth, but it doesn't have that either. Anyway, so if I understand you correctly, what you're saying is like, let's say you're the kind of person who's just generally very lively, bubbly, loud.
Yeah.
But a character you're playing requires you to be very timid and shy.
I think that's for I.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And what is this teaching you about yourself? It seems like for you it's a really new territory because that's not who you are as a person. Or that's not what role you're used to playing, right? What's it like for you?
I think it would be the latter. It would be, this is totally new. Previously, I have played characters that come off as very powerful.
Right.
In their manner, their poise, their whatever. Their
right.
status.
You've been rich fathers and...
Rich husband.
Well,
at some point I was a poor husband.
Have you been a Mubaba?
I don't do
yes,
that.
Yes.
No, I'm asking.
No, you've got
no, Ramsey,
women.
You can't do that.
No, in your plays.
Yeah.
You had roles where you
had
like a romantic connection with younger women.
With young women.
Like
much younger women.
At a certain point,
so you've been
as far as I can remember, okay, Ramsey,
yeah, you have.
As far as I can remember, I think there's
Why are you so scared? Why did you get wounded so easily? Like, no, you hurt me with words.
No. Well, it's nothing to do with any of that. It's as far as I can remember.
Jeff, are you married? Or is that just for aesthetics?
Well, yeah.
That would explain a lot. That's why
it doesn't look like a marriage ring though.
But
who's to say?
Actually. It looks like bling.
Who's to say? You know, what determines what a wedding ring should look like?
Well,
you know?
Anyway, go on.
Well,
you were saying something.
Alright, so I was saying something.
He's not married, I'm pretty sure.
I'm not. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the idea is with this character, I find, Ivan. Yeah. Just recently, actually, we were discussing with my castmate, who happened to be Ivan's.
The one you're hitting on? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Ramsey.
Ramsey's putting everything on the table.
Act 5! Okay, go on.
You can't do that. So,
he just did though.
But anyway.
Oh, well, yeah. That, well, the director also challenged us to come up with a matrimonial name. I mean, it goes that deep, even with script analysis.
Right. You have, I've seen that. Yeah, you have to figure out how old are you, what's your backstory.
Yeah. All right, let's break the pattern a bit, because I wanted to ask Jeff some very interesting questions about being an actor, right?
Yeah.
First of all, because this is the first actor we've had on the show, I believe, apart from you, obviously, because you're not.
Raymond
you're not playing the role of an actor.
Technically, is both an actor and director.
Well, we interviewed him as a
great
director.
actor and director.
Yeah. So this time we have an actor extraordinaire. I've seen Jeff perform. He's an amazing actor. Really, you should check out his plays.
He is not nearly this quiet. I think he's just scared of the camera. Honestly, guys.
Oh,
you meet him outside of the camera, he is so rowdy.
Or maybe it's the mimosa.
Right now, he's even scared of insults. He doesn't usually give a fuck. But yeah, it's
not
okay.
Even an insult, like Baba. Anyways, I was saying we need to do something fun with the audience. Like we have an actor on the set. That's
right.
Give the audience a crazy acting exercise that you do, or even if it's like those. You know how musicians usually have vocal warm ups, like la 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 la.
Yeah.
Nitakulamba popote unapotaka.
Okay.
Na sitafadhali. Takamsahi.
That's for musicians, yeah.
That's like a vocal warm.
No, that's for porn stars.
It's like a vocal warm up.
That's the vocal warm up for
so
porn
give the
stars.
audience something they can do at home, like method acting, like give them a character.
Probably need to do jaw exercises too. It can't be licking that shit up.
Pause.
Well.
No, like the woman's vagina.
Oh, the woman. Oh yeah.
Chill out. Your gaydar is malfunctioning today. Anyway, go on.
I'll speak of some techniques perhaps that I've learned previously.
Right.
Working with very great directors as well.
If you'll allow me, I can set the scene for you. Let's say, because I feel like regular life requires acting. Would you agree? Like everyone is an actor in a certain way.
We're all actors. We're all wearing masks.
Exactly. At work, relationships and everything like that. Let's put a scenario where
we all know the real us that we reveal when we're alone in our houses.
In our little corner.
At 3 a.m.
On that browser tab.
So,
right. So this is someone who is a common scenario.
Vaseline open. Anyway.
People, a lot of people might want to ask their boss for a raise. So, what kind of exercise can they do to get themselves psyched up for that? Because they're gonna have to put on a show.
If God is all seeing, that motherfucker is witness some really nasty shit. Like, just imagine you're masturbating there and God is just like there.
But why is he looking though? He made you with those thoughts.
This is all seeing. It's like, bro, you're a fucking disappointment.
I feel like God would be like, I don't want to see everything at this point.
Imagine if
Turn it off.
Imagine if you have nothing else going on in your life. You're a loser. You're unemployed. You live in your mother's basement. Like, you're a fucking waste of sperm.
This is gonna sound so sad.
All you do is masturbate, and then God says like, what the fuck? Why did I even create this one?
This is gonna sound so sad, but I feel like that's why some people die prematurely. It's like you weren't doing shit, probably just jerking off all the time.
They probably came prematurely before that. But
God was like, nah, I've had enough of your bullshit. I'm all seeing. I don't want to see that anymore. So you go.
Or like guys that like try butt stuff.
Yeah, you're like
on themselves, like they put like plugs and pegs inside, and then God is just looking at you, just like, what the fuck, man? You're supposed to take a shit with that. You're not supposed to.
But imagine if hell was like a gay bar. Instead of like a place with a lot of fire, you get raped by force. You're on a conveyor belt.
Yeah, that would be terrible.
You're just like on all fours tied up.
Like
nobody would want to go to hell.
And then there's like a big black prison guy, like
with horns. It's like, yeah.
What if instead of a gay bar, it's one big prison shower, and then all the time you keep dropping the soap. Pick that soap up, nigga.
Anytime you pick it up, it
it's
slides.
like you spend an eternity picking up the soap in hell, getting fucked for
Anytime you pick it up, it slides out of your hand. You're like, shit.
And that was a classic ThinkShack derailment. What were we talking about?
No, the exercise is for someone who wants to ask their boss for a raise. Like, how do they get in character and commit to that character way? I'm gonna get this raise.
Well, perhaps something I talk about would be. Something I talk about would be as an actor who's been directed as well before.
Mm-hmm. You got directions.
Well, yeah.
Pause, bro. But let's go. Let's go. Let's calm down, rest.
We've learned to immerse ourselves into characters. Yeah. That technically speaking, yeah, I might have not have worked as have been an employee at a certain point in my life. But then this character comes my way and I have to portray them as people who perhaps are going through a hard time in the employment space at work, and all they need is a pay rise.
I once had a director when I was just starting out acting, and he told me back when he was doing a play, the best performance he ever gave was when he was a street kid on stage.
Oh yeah.
As an actor or as the character?
Like that was the character. He was
he wasn't a street kid in real life.
I don't know about that. Like, he didn't look much like a street kid.
He's not what they seem.
He was clean and shit. He had clothes. He seemed to take a shower.
What is that supposed to mean?
Because street kids.
I'm just pulling it
anyway, so he told me.
So
he told me that to become this, like, every night while doing rehearsals, he'd go to town
and cry
with some bread, and then go and give it to the street kids over there, and he'd sit with them, some bread and milk, and he'd sit with them and they just talk and talk.
Sounds risky though.
I know. I know, by the way, he could have easily been robbed.
Or raped.
Or raped, yeah. He could have started his hell early. So, so like, he would do this every night and he'd just talk and talk and talk. Every night for rehearsals. Like, they had rehearsals for like a month.
Yeah.
And they'd tell him about life on the streets and stuff. And he'd look at the way they did, like, did stuff, the way they walked, the way they talked. And he really internalized that shit. So, when he went on stage, he was almost
like, I was like on a secret mission. The chocoras were like, oh, this guy wants to be our friend, he likes us, but he was just observing. He's like,
That's a mad, evil genius level of dedication to the job. But that's what an actor really has to do.
this is what we call it. We call it method acting.
Method acting, exactly. It is method acting.
So let's go back to the scenario where someone has to ask for a job. What would they do? They would go to another person looking for a job. Like, what would you do?
No.
I mean, fortunately, I think for most of us who are over a certain age, you kind of have a vibe. You kind of have a vibe of what a job is like. Because you've seen it on TV. You may have done a few internships yourself. Yeah. Despite having the highest rate of unemployment in, I don't know, I still feel like everyone in Kenya knows someone who works, at least if you're living in Nairobi. But yeah, I think for example, just to give you an idea, if I wanted to get what office life is like, without having to go to an office, I'd go and watch like The Office on Netflix or something. Sure. Or like a Kenyan version. Yeah. So you can still get the method acting without physically being there. I was just like giving you an example of like crazy level dedication that an actor can have.
Yeah. I mean, we've seen in the movies as well.
In the movies, exactly, like Heath Ledger when he was playing the Joker.
Since we're drinking OJ, let's do something fun, right? Who wants to be the boss in this scenario? We can do a quick one.
I think Jeff said he plays powerful characters very well. So I'd like
but let's do him outside of the water. Yeah, that's his strength.
Okay.
I mean, I'll be the team manager.
Wouldn't you like to see him in his element?
Actually, I can be the boss. Oh, you can be in your element. Yeah, that'll be good.
Wouldn't you like to see him in his element?
Yeah.
Talk to me.
Alright, so who wants to be the employee? You can be the employee.
I can be the
You're a good negotiator. I can be the guy bringing in tea.
And what's
Alright, so what's the story? Okay, relax,
What's the story about?
What's the story?
What story are we doing?
We're trying to get a raise for the job. You want a raise from Jeff, the boss. The boss man.
And what do you want?
So you're supposed to convince him.
No,
now Jeff is being.
He's just
I'm just a tea guy. I'm just the eavesdropper
sitting there, so he needs a role. So he's just bringing.
I'm the guy.
Oh, so you just bring in tea at any point.
There's something interesting.
I can interject.
There's something interesting about Anton Chekhov. Anton Chekhov, one of the coolest things he's known for is something called Chekhov's gun. Have you heard of it?
It goes boom.
Yes, and you have. I know you were trying to be funny, but you've actually hit on a really good point.
Actually, wasn't.
So it works like this. Anton Chekhov said that the reason it's called Chekhov's gun is like if you introduce a gun hanging on the wall in Act 1, it better go off before the play ends. And the idea is you should not introduce characters or props or any element into a story that is not helping.
Everything has to be useful.
That's why it's called Chekhov's gun. And
Nigerians need to learn about Chekhov's guns because after cinema they would show you a scene of someone walking for 10 minutes with music in the background.
You're like, I don't give a f.
You're like, okay, where is this going?
You were saying Nigeria. What about Indians?
No, Indians soap operas. Where is he going? For 10 minutes he's walking, and then they get to a scene of someone else cooking.
Indians go crazy with the special effects. It's like your mother is a woman,
and then they turn like 5 times.
Zoom in, zoom out. Let's shake.
Imagine watching porn like that. It'd be traumatic. You wouldn't even focus on one.
Maybe that's hell. Maybe hell is you get to watch a bunch of porn, but it's all like Indian soap operas.
Or gay porn.
Has all those crazy
Indian gay porn.
So you never get to enjoy it. It's
it's like Indian gay porn
with the special effects.
If you add different adjectives or like offensive names, it becomes weird. It's like Indian gay midget porn.
Try search for that on Pornhub. I kind of feel like Rule 34.
If you're brave, go ahead.
You know what Rule 34 is, Jeff? Rule 34 of the internet states that if you can imagine it, there's probably porn for it already on the internet. So he just said Indian gay midget porn, and I know it sounds crazy,
but it exists.
I'm willing to bet if you go on Pornhub right now and search Indian gay midget porn, which you won't because you're such a good boy, you'll probably
he will because of reverse psychology, and he wants to show he's a bad boy.
God will be watching you watch Indian gay midget porn, so don't go search for Indian gay.
I'm the other show.
Anyway, there was something you were saying. We do a skit where he's the boss, I'm the employee, and I'm trying to get a raise, and you are the random woman bringing the tea.
I'm not a woman, I'm a guy, but I'm bringing the tea.
Okay, you're the tea guy.
Sorry, you're the tea guy. The OJ. Anyway, so I'm the employee, okay, and here goes. Boss.
Yes.
I just wanted to.
Sorry. They do that sometimes.
Who does that?
Yeah.
People serving tea.
Okay, well,
What is that?
Alright, fuck up. I'm sorry, guys. Go
We
ahead.
gotta be serious about this, man. We're
we
in our
have a show,
element
man.
here.
I'm sorry. Jesus, guys.
Behave, alright?
What the hell?
Let's go.
This is why you should come watch the play, because John will be on stage and he'll actually be acting.
It would be more fun if I was. One day I will be. Okay, let's go. I'm sorry.
Let's start this again.
Okay.
So you are who now? What's your name?
Njonjo.
Njonjo.
Yes.
I feel like that's a very long word.
I feel like that's a long word.
Yeah, like
Wait, the boss is saying that to the
it would
employee?
waste my time calling you.
Are we in character?
Yes.
I am.
Oh shit. Oh sorry. So sorry. I'm sorry, boss. But you can just call me NJ.
NJ.
Yes.
So NJ.
And I just wanted to say for starters that I really love working at this place.
Alright.
It's beautiful. I love my job. I think you're a very
Could I
great leader.
excuse me?
Yes.
Wait a minute.
Hey, boss, I'm going to earphones.
Angusha masikio. Okay, sorry. Wait, you're in character.
Hello.
I am too.
NJ.
Mm-hmm.
You just say that you love working here.
I love it, boss.
Are you paid for what you love doing?
Well, I hope so, because I do get paid to do this, and I love it.
That is the point. Go ahead.
So, I was just like, kidogo, I just had my 15th son, and, like, Bea Pampas, Mzee, and the wife.
Do you realize
I was just hoping.
I am speaking?
Yeah, yes, boss.
Sure.
Okay, you would get fired really quick. Doing that in front of the boss, but anyway, yes, boss.
So, do you realize that you just said that you get paid for what you love to do?
Yes,
I mean,
boss.
you love working for this company. That is what
boss.
you love.
Yes, boss.
That is what you love doing. Right? And
Yes.
we pay you because you are doing something that you love doing. Are you together?
Yes, boss.
So, what is your issue exactly?
I was hoping I could be paid more.
Please remind me, how far are we with your payment? How much are you getting per month? I want us to be very quick with this, my friend.
50,000, boss.
50,000? How
Yes.
much would you like?
I was hoping I could maybe get like 10,000 extra, like just like a small percentage.
Could I ask
That's
when
a
you
20%.
enter
What?
Kijana?
Let me go. I'm sorry. There is your tea. I'm out. Bye.
There's
Bye,
no
sir.
tea.
Bye.
Don't bring any.
Hello, come
Bye.
back here.
Yes?
This guy's commanding this set.
Yeah.
I love it. No, I mean I
Let's
love
go. Let's go. This is like
This is
ThinkShack.
element. This is acting.
Yes, boss.
Alright, so I want you to... Did you even ask what type of tea we want today?
Black with no sugar. Just the way you like it normally.
My friend, black what?
Black tea.
I like black coffee, hot, black and sugar.
Yes, boss. I'll go get it for you.
I am still speaking.
I'm quiet.
I like my tea or my coffee. Okay, let's focus on coffee. I like my coffee hot, black and sugar. Let's go together.
Right. I like my women
What
like
time
that
is
too.
it? Hello.
Sugarless.
It's time for sugarless coffee with...
Get
No.
out of my office.
Okay. Bye. I've left the seat. Now I'm quiet.
Right.
Alright, go ahead.
Okay, let's just like break this up for a minute. You see why he does the role.
Yeah, round of
The
applause,
whole-
guys.
Yeah.
Send a tip to our OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
But
you see why he
Like
does
that
the
was like
whole,
I'm
improv. That was
excited.
great. That was
You
fun.
see
I'm
why he does
excited.
the whole power thing so well. He's really
I'm excited,
commanding. He's
bro.
got a commanding presence.
Yeah, go ahead, Jeff. You were saying?
I'm excited to have an opportunity to share a stage with Ramsey once again. I mean, for him, I
This guy's
don't know
talk
how
like
much.
I'm some star. I'm not,
No,
guys.
no,
He's
Ramsey.
a porn star, though.
Oh, I might have tried that.
He's a fucker. He's a porn star.
Try to look for it. Anyway.
So the idea is, I think even the team would appreciate I hope they do.
Yeah.
Sounds like a gangbang.
No, for sure, guys. You need to come watch that play. So May 17, 1890. It's called
Shadows
Shadows of the Soul.
Yeah.
And it's a really beautiful play. We got a bunch of trailers and teasers out, which we are spreading all over social media as at the time that you're watching this. We also get a lot of clips from this, just for the social media. I mean, we're going to have the whole episode because clearly you're watching the episode, but we also get lots of clips and just like spread it around social media, increase awareness. Please buy a ticket. Buy with our link. We're going to have it down here. It's, this is our Igiza link where you're supposed to buy the ticket. That helps ThinkShack a lot. It actually helps fund us so we can continue to be idiots in front of you. Don't you want to continue to see our idiocy?
Ramsey and I, we eat because of you guys. Like, if you want us to stay well-fed, well-thickened, you have to buy tickets through us and,
We'd really love it, guys.
Yeah, we have to eat. Otherwise, you can see us on a food aid advert.
I don't even know which camera we're supposed to be looking at.
You might see us on a UN food aid advert.
Always that one.
With flies in our eyes saying, help us. We started a podcast and went broke.
For just $1 a day, you can help a poor ThinkShack.
You can have a poor ThinkShack content creator.
Send us $1 a day. We promise we won't spend it on paying for because Pornhub costs like $1.
I just said a weird idea. Imagine,
Pornhub premium literally costs like $1.
Here's a weird thing. I think like when we get to a point where ThinkShack will just be like at a level of a revel.
At a revel. It's a revel. Either you're Japanese or Kikuyu. Saying shit like that.
At a revel. We'll be at a level where we could just say fuck it. We can make like aid adverts like the ones the UN do, but with sexy women. We'll be like, did you know? And then we have like this sexy woman presenting a kid with flies on his eyes, like being touched by a woman. And we'll be like, help him. Send this much to this, and I'll send you a special gift. We can actually do that and
donate. That would be pretty effective.
We can donate to charity.
Yeah, exactly. It's like basically nudes for Africa.
Nudes for humanity.
Nudes for humanity. Do you like the concept, Jeff?
Do
you even know what the concept is? The concept is to help poor kids in Africa.
Sex sells.
Instead of just going and asking rich white people for money.
From pity. You do it by something that motivates you.
Yeah, we can have like a sort of raffle, like a fundraiser. So we get all the hottest
girls from Sabina Joy or girls from Sabina Joy
and prostitutes from Kenya.
Ladies of the night.
And then they send these guys like special videos.
Right.
So it's like an auction. It's like almost like if you go to Chatterbait or something, like you can actually bid. Like here's 2,000 shillings, and then she takes off her panties, and then someone else bids 100,000,
and then she puts them back on.
And then all the money goes to charity. It goes towards feeding the poor kids of Africa. And I know you're trying to take me seriously here. I don't know what's gonna make Jeff laugh, but this is bullshit, right? Okay. But I love how seriously you're taking me right now.
He's trying to think of an intellectual answer.
But it could also work.
It could work for sure.
It could work.
Let us know if you want us to do that. We'll find the sexiest woman you know. I'm telling you.
I don't think
guys, if you want this,
the kids wouldn't know about it.
Well, I know, but I mean, looking at it.
Well, here's the alternative. We can help them get money from like strangers through maybe some honest hookers work, or we can have them turn into OnlyFans models themselves if they get traffic.
That kind of also makes me think like, what if like this sounds like a really sustainable model, right? We always have street kids, right?
On the show?
No. I'm saying street kids are like everywhere.
Oh, they're everywhere. They're ubiquitous,
right? And one of the problems with starting things like soup kitchens and like places for people, homeless shelters.
You're not helping everyone.
Not only that, but it's not usually sustainable because it depends on the goodwill of people donating. Right. So what if you open like a soup kitchen and then you open like a brothel?
It's a service. People know what they're paying for.
People love to pay for brothels.
And they'll pay a premium.
And then the brothel pays for the soup kitchen and it feeds all those kids.
Prostitution for humanity.
Prostitution for humanity. I think that's a brilliant idea.
Vote for us. We'll be presidents one day.
Don't you, Jeff?
I'm lost again.
This guy is being very political.
Born again,
he must be an SDA. Do you go to church on Saturday? Do you go to church on Saturdays? Probably.
Actually, he's not SDA. Are you SDA or you're not SDA?
No,
he's not SDA. But he's a Boy Scout. I know him.
He doesn't talk about STIs.
He doesn't talk about STIs or STDs.
You know there's a Subaru with a name like STI.
Subaru WRX STI. Yeah, it's pretty fast.
Most Subaru boys have STIs.
I think we should probably wrap it up. How many minutes do we have on the clock?
We have 10 minutes. We can do a bunch of shit though in 10 minutes.
Do you want to talk about the brief? I don't know.
Well, there's some Russian billionaires.
Yeah, maybe we can check the brief and see if there's a topic there.
Check the brief, make it brief.
Yeah,
do
the
it
brief, right,
inside
Yeah.
5 minutes or 10 minutes.
That's a good boy.
German
Pause.
billionaire who declared
Pause.
dead.
My nigga, pause.
What is this German billionaire who declared dead? Found living with mistress in Moscow. With those teeth, I'll be declared dead too. So, a German-American billionaire, why is that important? Who was believed to be dead is actually alive and well. Carl Erevan Holm, a retail tycoon, mysteriously disappeared during a skiing trip to Switzerland in 2018. However, according to a report by Metro, the 64-year-old is now believed to be living in Moscow with his Russian girlfriend. The report cites an investigation by German broadcaster RTL, which revealed that Halb had made multiple phone calls.
Sorry, new phone. I don't have the right app
to his girlfriend before his disappearance, leading to suspicions that he may have staged his own death. That is dedication to a side chick. So basically, this guy staged his death. Yo, the fuck?
Wait. So this guy staged his death?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. So he staged his death only to be with his side chick.
Okay, that's a lot. That's a great length to go for pussy.
A German court officially
like imagine staging your own death just to be with a side chick.
And his brother is the one who sold him out.
You see, why did his brother sell him?
A German court officially declared him deceased. However, his younger brother testified in court. He testified, stating that there was no evidence suggesting that Hall, who had a net worth of £5.2 billion, was still alive. So the brother actually didn't sell him out. He was like, he was trying to cover it up. Weird.
I don't know.
Why would you go to that extent? Just tell your wife you don't love her.
I also don't know what the story is here.
What did the wife
why did Trevor put this in the brief?
I guess we'll never know.
You know what? Let's read the one about Caliph Cairo. That one is more fun. That one is more relevant. So, Caliph Cairo versus Twitter. It all started when Cairo posted a video showing his girl's thigh tattoo. Oh yeah, I think it's Sarah Imani.
Now, what kind of weird shit is that, by the way?
Some influencer he's now dating.
Now, I know what that is, but I'm saying like, what is showing your girlfriend's thigh tattoo on social media? What are you trying to achieve?
I don't know, but let's find out. So since Cairo is a fan or follower of Amerix, I hope everyone knows who Amerix is, the manosphere guru who warns men about wifing women with tattoos, Twitter was on hand to show Cairo his hypocrisy. Cairo defended his girl and his decision to wife her. And according to Amerix, women with tattoos, especially on their thighs, have some pretty wild history.
What do you think? I think a tattoo it doesn't matter where it is.
Well, let me go on. And it wasn't long before video evidence was produced by Tweeps. The girl was twerking in a club, whining on some dude, and quite frankly being manhandled, Jamaican style. So they unearthed a video of her twerking on some random guy from the past, I suppose. Damage control, or maybe just flexing, Cairo decided to give away a free car to the person who could come up with the most liked poem praising his girl.
The fuck?
That is crazy.
Symbology 101.
The person who writes the most beautiful poem praising my girlfriend and gets the most likes will win this. It's an ugly ass, but it's a nice Volkswagen. It's actually a Mark 1 Golf. No, it's not.
This is completely unrelated, but this shows you,
it's a really nice car.
Why Africa is behind. Like, what kind of cloud chasing is this?
Maybe just to show that the same guys criticizing him will go as low as to write poems on the internet praising the same girl they're bashing. Oh, it was a power move. Anyway. Does a girl's past matter that much, and to what extent? What can't you look past? Would you write the poem? What if the car was better? I think it's pretty good.
I would never write a poem for another man's wife.
What do you think about the whole idea that girls with tattoos are a no-go?
Do you believe in that shit? I don't mind tattoos, to be honest.
Would you date a girl with a tattoo?
I think waist beads are more telling than tattoos.
You date a girl with a tattoo.
What about waist beads? A girl who wears waist beads. And an ankle chain, that thing. Yeah. You see, it's more nebulous.
Would you date a girl with a waist bead? With waist beads?
I think I would.
What about ankle chain?
Ankle chains are no.
What if she had like a nose piercing?
That's alright.
Would you date her?
Everybody has a nose piercing.
What if she had like a navel piercing?
That's nice.
What if she had a piercing on her pussy?
That's weird. That's a bit weird.
Would you date her? What if you found out she has just like a navel piercing and then like a tattoo of a snake in her mouth? It's just like opening where the pussy is. Would you date?
I feel like you've seen that.
Yeah.
But that's so
obscure. It's really from experience, my friend.
You mean specific?
Yeah.
But if she does, you wouldn't see any of that. Just be shadows of the soul.
And that's the title of the play, guys.
So that's what it's about.
Yeah, exactly.
We should end it here. Guys, it's been awesome. Please come watch the play. This has been Ramsey.
This is Vijay.
And this has been
Jeff.
And we have been so glad to have you here.
Say bye to OJ.
Now go find out if you date a girl with a fucking snake tattoo and
you know what the ThinkShack
anyway,
slogan should be? Go forth and fornicate.